All right. Let me see if turning on the light will make it a little better. I can't have the heater on full blast and the lights on because it'll trip the breaker. But I can turn it up a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I've got my heater on, warming up for the past like half hour or so. Hopefully we're nice and warm. So let's see. Okay, all right. So today, last week we worked on internal and external rotation of the hips, which like was amazing, or more internal rotation than anything, and really focused on that, which kind of opened up the hips in like a completely different way. We can continue kind of that aspect of internal and external rotation and bringing awareness to when we're doing internal and external rotation in relation to, let's see what we should do. In relation to, we did some things this week. On the side body. So stretching out, like we haven't done for a while, like twists and stretching out the side body. So we'll do that. Let's do that today. Yes, dear. What is it, my love? Yes, mommy's starting class. Mommy's in the middle. But okay, one quick pose, please. One quick pose because we're starting class. Okay, go ahead.
You had to do it.
Okay, fine. Hurry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right, we'll do the pose with Kiki. All right, ready? Okay, yep. Go. Chin. I can't make it. I can't reach the chin.
Well, can you do this? Touch the ground.
Okay. Oh, that's what we'll do today. I know what we're gonna do today. Okay, well, okay, I know what we're gonna do today. Okay.
What are we gonna do?
All right.
Tell me what
we're gonna do. Eagle today. All right. Can you say goodbye? So just tell Daddy that since yoga class started a little later, you can we'll end a little later. Okay?
How later?
Like 10 minutes later. Okay.
Why did you start later?
Because we were chatting. Okay, go. Say bye-bye.
Don't you always chat in the beginning?
That's true. Okay, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye, Charlie.
Huh? Yeah, it's it's Anjali.
Bye, Anjali.
Okay.
Bye, mommy class.
All right.
Bye, mommy.
Okay.
I love you.
I love
Bye,
you too.
mommy class. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
See you 10 minutes later.
Okay, I love you. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right. So I think we need to warm up. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start kneeling. Cat cow through the spine, hands onto the thighs, rounding through the back. Shoulders up to the ears, squeeze, squeeze, and roll down. Round. Shoulders up to the ears, squeeze the shoulder blades down, pull the shoulder blades down. Round, squeeze, shoulder blades together, round. And this time now we're going to involve the arms. We're going to round, interlace the fingers, press like you're pressing a box. Inhale, pull your shoulder blades down, release, squeeze the elbows together behind your rib cage. Now imagine you're pressing a big old box because you're moving. I don't know where we're moving to, but we're moving. Interlace the fingers, dome. Inhale up, open, thumbs out, pull like you're trying to press the thumbs to the wall behind you, opening through the chest, pull the elbows behind, push the box, lift up, open, widen through the chest, squeeze, ready, push the box, inhale up, open up, thumbs towards the back wall, right, left hand down, big arm circles, open. When you come forward, like you're trying to swat something with the back of your hand, round, open up through the chest, back of the hand comes forward, open up through the chest, and then the other side, back of the hand comes forward, big, open up through the chest, your thumb's gonna point backwards like you're trying to open, back of the hand swats whatever is forward, open through the chest, back of the hand, open up through the chest, Both sides, back of the hands touch. Open, shoulder blades squeeze and touch. Back of the hands. Open, squeeze the shoulder blades. And we're going to come into all fours. Knees, chest, chin. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Cobra. So really lift up with the shoulder blades squeezing together, tops of the feet down. Come into all fours. Tent the fingers, sit it back, child's pose. Come up into camel. Inhale. Exhale, arms open. Inhale. Come down, dive forward. Crawl underneath the fence. Knees, chest, chin, cobra. Lift, lift, lift. Come into all fours. Tent the fingertips. Sit it back. Come into camel. Toss the arms and open. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Come up for cobra. Inhale. Come up to all fours. Tent the fingertips. Child's pose. Inhale. Come up. Camel pose. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Cobra. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Ooh. Beginning to open up the back of the legs, alternating, bending left and right knee. So we're going to incorporate that internal rotation, external rotation. Actually, internal rotation here. So we're going to float the right leg up towards the sky. So internally rotate the left leg. Internally rotate the left leg. So today we're going to go internal rotation the left leg, external rotation the right leg to open up the hip flexor a little bit more. Right? So if we internally rotate both legs, that's a very different sensation than if we internally rotate the left leg, externally rotate the right leg, which allows us to twist, twist, twist underneath the right arm. But that internal rotation of the left leg helps us lift our right leg up higher. Right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge, look up. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Oof. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Lower down knees, chest, chin. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Internal rotation of the right leg. Inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. External rotation of the left leg, but keep internally rotating your right leg and see how it changes when you're stretching on the left side. So keep internally rotating the standing leg. Left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Look up. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling, come on up. Exhale, close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Chair pose, internal rotation of both legs. What does that feel like? That makes your base stronger. It allows you to really anchor yourself, really activate through your core and your inner thighs, internally rotating through both legs. Now externally rotate through both legs, squeeze the sit bones together. So you're not going to actually see any movement, but it's a very different sensation in chair pose when you externally rotate both legs and you're trying to squeeze the sit bones together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling halfway up with internal rotation of both legs in an anterior pelvic tilt. So we're putting a lot of things together. So inhale halfway up, internally rotate both legs, anterior pelvic tilt. Use your low belly. That's really opening up your hamstrings. And fold deeper. Inhale, right foot comes back, drop the back knee down. Inhale, come on up. Internal rotation of the back leg. And remember last week, if we shift our right foot, top of the feet, and shift it over to the right, that's going to help us. Oh, hello, that is internal rotation right there. That is internal rotation. That gives your base a much stronger base to actually help you press into the mat, lift up and back. Ooh. Ooh, I was sore after last week. After last week, like on Sunday, I was like really sore from class. So we're getting way deeper into our psoas. We're getting way deeper into our psoas. Windmill the hands down. Step it back into all fours, knees, chest, chin. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot internal rotation stays on the ground. Inhale, right foot external rotation opens up. Float the right leg up towards the sky. So you're going to feel a deeper twist and opening. Send your right foot behind you towards the left foot. So you're crossing your midline of your body. Right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, both feet internal rotation, anterior pelvic tilt. Low belly engages, and feel how much deeper your rib cage is smashing into your low belly, inhaling all the way back up. And close the pose. Chair pose. Internal rotation first. Anterior pelvic tilt in the hips. Now external rotation, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the sit bones together. Feel the difference in the external rotation and how you're activating your sit bones. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up, external rotation. No. Inhale halfway up, internal rotation, anterior pelvic tilt, activate through the low belly. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, drop the back knee down, inhaling, come on up. Forward, up and back. Untuck your left foot, shift your left toes over to the left to help you with that internal rotation. Finding balance. What do you have to do to get to the balance? That means I need to activate my inner thigh of my right leg to get balance. Inhale tall, exhale, how much further could you go back? Because you're activating your internal rotation in your legs, you're more stable, you can go further back. You're really opening up through that hip flexor and psoas. Windmill the hands down, step it back, high plank. Lower down, inhaling up dog, exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. Internal rotation on the right leg, left leg goes up, external rotation on the left leg. Notice the difference when we're internally rotating our right leg and externally rotating our left leg when we're in one-legged down dog with the left leg up towards the sky. Left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Oh. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Oh. Anterior pelvic tilt, internal rotation gets us halfway up. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose. Chair pose. External rotation in the legs and chair pose, squeezing the sit bones together. Anterior pelvic tilt. Lift the chest for 4, 3, 2, 1, forward fold. Halfway up, internal rotation, anterior pelvic tilt. Plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Oh. Dome, come onto the tippy toes, dome, and come on down, Chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. Oh, it's getting warm now. Okay, inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. Internal rotation in the standing leg, left leg, internal rotation in the standing leg. Opens us up. Oh, right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Come on up to crescent lunge. Come on up to crescent lunge. Crescent lunge. Clasp the hands behind you. Left hand finds the right wrist. So left hand finds the right wrist and you're pulling the right wrist away and behind you off your low back. And breathing here, finding your rotation in your legs. And release. Come forward into warrior three. Fly forward into warrior three. So internal rotation of the left leg, the free leg, internal rotation of the left leg in warrior three. Externally rotate your right leg. It's not going to move, but it's going to solidify the muscles wrapping around your leg. So this is what we were doing before. One is internal, one is external. Plant your hands down into a standing split. You want to internally rotate your left leg. Externally rotate your right leg to fold deeper. Bend the right knee. Lower the left leg down. Left hand down. Drop the left knee down. We're going to come into a runner's lunge twist. Oh. Ooh. Just asked our right leg to do a lot. So externally rotate your left hand. Helps you lift and twist. Externally rotate your left hand to help you lift your left rib cage. Windmill the hands down. Come into all fours. Come down, knees, chest, chin. Up dog. Lifting the hips to down dog. Coming into an anterior pelvic tilt, internal rotation in both legs. Inhaling. Internal rotation on the right leg. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. External rotate through the left leg. Left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Come on up, crescent lunge. So your left leg is externally rotated, your right leg is internally rotated. Interlace the hands behind you. Right hand finds the left wrist reaching backwards, reaching back. And then release. I'm going to shift the weight forward into warrior three. I'm going to shift the weight forward to warrior three. External rotation of the left leg, internal rotation of the right foot. We move the hands down to a standing split. The standing leg is externally rotated. Feel the muscles wrapping around your leg. As you internally rotate your right leg, you're going to send your right leg higher by more external rotation of your leg, smashing your rib cage down onto your thigh. And bend the left knee, come on down to a low lunge. We take runner's lunge, twist, low lunge. Right hand down. Externally rotate through your right arm to open up your chest to the sky. And lower the left hand down, come into all fours, lower knees, chest, chin. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. Internally rotate the right leg. Left foot comes forward. Back foot to the top of the mat. Heel toe the feet apart. Come into a wide-legged chair, reaching your sit bones way back. Plant your hands down. Externally rotate your legs. Use your hands, externally rotate your legs to lift your hips up towards the sky. Keep that external rotation, slowly roll on up. It's like zipping up a pair of tight jeans as you zip up yourself all the way up. Inhale, then close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, come down for a low squat, wide-legged squat. Plant the hands down onto the mat. Externally rotate both legs to lift your hips up and straighten your legs up towards the sky. Keeping that external rotation, push your feet into the mat to slowly roll on up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, wide squat. Wide squat. So come down and twist out your wide squat. So we're like ball and socket joint into the hips. We're kind of lubricating the ball and socket joint into the hips. You can use your elbows to help open up your inner thighs even more. Plant the hands down. External rotation of the legs. Straighten out your legs, lifting the hip bones up towards the sky. Keep externally rotating. Inhale all the way up. Inhale. Then close the pose. Step the feet together. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Internal rotation of the legs. Halfway up, anterior pelvic tilt. Plant the hands down. Step it back, high plank. Lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. Remember, internal rotation of the left leg, external rotation of the right leg. Inhale, right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, come on up. Internal rotation of the left leg, external rotation of the right leg. Notice that that makes your base of your crescent lunge stronger. Clasp the hands behind your back. Left hand finds the right wrist, roll the shoulders back and down and lift even further back. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up through the chest. Shift the weight forward to crouching warrior, keeping the right knee bent. Release the hands, right hand down. Left hand reaches up and over for half moon. Left hand reaches for the right wrist, opening up. So external rotation through both legs. External rotation through both legs. Bend the right knee, send the left foot back. We're coming into wide-legged forward, actually transverse lunge. So we're going to bend the right knee, extend the left, keep the left leg straight. So we're encouraging opening on the right inner thigh by using your elbow to press against the right knee. And lifting up the hips. And wide-legged forward fold. Internal rotation and wide-legged forward fold. And what does that feel like? Feet are parallel, internal rotation. Like you're trying to splay open your sit bones and squeeze the imaginary snowball in between your thighs. Inhale, slowly come on up. Exhale, forward fold. Wide-legged squat, bend the knees, sink the hips way back. External rotation in both legs, slowly come on up. Shift the weight over to the left. Lift the right knee, external rotation in both legs. Lift and set it down, squat. Inhale, shift the weight over to the right. External rotation in the standing leg. External rotation actually in both legs. Bring the knee and set it down, squat. Inhale, external rotation in both legs. Shift the weight over to the left. Lift the right knee, external rotation in both. And set it down, squat. External rotation in both legs. Shift the weight over to the right. Lift the left leg. And set it down and squat like a big sumo wrestler. Plant the hands down. Turn the toes in, heels out, internal rotation, and see how much more room you have between your sit bones and trying to internally rotate, spread your sit bones apart. Right hand down, shift the weight forward, left hand twist up towards the sky. Internally rotate both legs. Reach the left arm forward and twist. Walk the right hand between your legs. Twist underneath your left so you keep twisting over to the left. Walk your right hand to the left calf. Bend the right knee. Crawl the left hand towards your right ankle. Your right hand is on your left calf. You're bending your right knee, keeping your left leg straight. Straighten out both legs, internal rotation, and twist. Float the left arm up towards the sky. We're going to repeat that. Lower the left hand down. Bend the right knee. Crawl your left hand towards your right ankle. Twist, twist, twist. Hold on to your left calf with your right hand. And then straighten out both legs, internal rotation, and see if you can get deeper into the twist. One more time. Right hand's on the left calf, left hand crawls to the right ankle, right knee is bent. Twist, twist. Now straighten out both legs, internal rotation, and twist. Oh, come back to neutral. Whew. Now inhale, come on all the way up. Shift the weight over to the left. We're going to do eagle. Eagle is internal rotation in both legs. So we're switching it up. Inhale, shift the weight over to the left. Internally rotate both legs. Point the right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Right over left, high ude. Internal rotation through both legs. Right leg on top, so right arm goes on the bottom. Oh, I just flipped over. Right, so internal rotation through both legs gets you to eagle. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, stomp. Flap the bird. Right foot points to the front of the mat. We're gonna go, what are we gonna do? Triangle, triangle, triangle. External rotation of the right leg, internal rotation of the left leg. And you can use your block if you like. The more you externally rotate your right leg, the more you can send your left rib cage back. Bend the knee, shift the weight forward. Really get into your side angle with an external rotation of your right leg. Internally rotate your left leg, externally rotate your right leg. Now shift the weight forward. We're going to go to half moon. Half moon is external rotation in both legs. Reaching our left arm up and over to find our right wrist. So external rotation in both legs. We're going to peekaboo and twist underneath our left arm. External rotation in both legs. We're really stretching out our backside body today. Okay. Externally rotate your right leg. We're going to come up to standing with the left knee into the chest. External rotation through both legs. Strong foundation. External rotation through the right leg, drop the left hip down, toss the right arm behind you, up and back. Hand to foot pose, Hasta Padangusthasana. Both legs externally rotated. Like reaching the arms up towards the sky. Take the peace fingers, toes, or strap. Externally rotate both legs as you bring your left leg out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Feet together, chair pose. Externally rotate both legs. Separate your sit bones or squeeze your sit bones together. Anterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, forward fold. Notice if there's anything deeper. Can you get a deeper forward fold? Anterior pelvic tilt. Internal rotation through both legs. Oh, so much deeper. Ooh, cramp. Inhale, coming all the way up. I gotta figure out how we started this sequence. I'm like, oh, how do we start this? Alrighty. And I forgot to bring my water. Oh, alrighty. Other side, other side. Hope you feel like maybe your right side feels about 10 inches longer than your left side. Feels my right side feels like there's a whole lot more room in there. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Internal rotation through both legs. Halfway up is an anterior pelvic tilt with a low belly engagement and internal rotation through both legs. Plant the hands down, step it back, high plank. Come forward on your tippy toes, dome. Internal rotation of, let's try external rotation of your legs does what? Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Internal rotation of the standing right leg will get you an external rotation of your left leg floating up towards the sky. Oh, feel how much more open that is, especially in my side body and my back. Left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge, coming up for crescent lunge. We're going to find our crescent lunge, clasping the left wrist with the right hand, roll your shoulders back and down, and the knee, send the wrist back. Internal rotation of your right leg, external rotation of the left leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go to crouching warrior. Let me flip to this side. External rotation of the left leg. Ready? Go. Crouching warrior. Left foot bent, external rotation. How does that change your the strength or how firm your left leg feels? Release the hands. Did we do half moon here? No, we did transverse lunge. Lower the right leg down, transverse lunge. Bending through the left knee, right leg straight. External rotation of the left leg. I think it's external rotation of both legs. Both legs externally rotate, transverse lunge. Straightening out both legs. Oh, toes and heels out, wide-legged forward fold. Internal rotation of both legs. Internal rotation of both legs means you are, see, you are separating the sit bones and squeezing the inner thighs together. Slowly roll on up. Heels in, toes out, wide-legged squat. So wide-legged squat, sink the heels, sink the sit bones way back. Plant the hands on the ground. External rotation of both legs presses your legs straight and zips you all the way up. Right, so you're doing external rotation, pressing the heels together. Squat. External rotation presses the heels together. External rotation through both legs zips you up, slowly comes up to standing. And squat. External rotation, coming up. And we transition to eagle, right? Eagle. So we're going to shift the weight over to the right. This is internal rotation. So eagle is internal rotation through both legs. We're going to internally rotate both legs. We're going to lift the left leg and cross. So internal rotation through both legs, left arm under right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internal rotation, lift the left leg up, set it down, flap the bird, wide-legged forward fold, heels in, toes out, squat. We're going to scoop up, we're going to shift the weight over to the left, externally rotate and bring the left knee up to the elbow, and then squat, external rotation, shift the weight over to the right, external rotation, left knee to left elbow, and squat like a sumo. Shift, lift, knee to elbow, squat. Lift, shift, lift, knee to elbow, external rotation, squat. Inhale, exhale, squat. External rotation, move both legs, and squat. And lift, and squat and forward fold. Toes in, heels out. We're gonna twist. Left hand down. Internal rotation through both legs. Twist over to the right. Internal rotation through both legs. I'm gonna lower the right hand down. Left hand goes in between the legs. Right hand goes forward. We're gonna twist underneath our right arm. Left hand goes to the right calf. We're trying to pull ourselves through the window, crawling our right hand away towards our left ankle. Bend through the left knee. Bend through the left knee. Keep holding on to your right calf with your left hand. Keep twisting. Straighten out both legs. Internal rotation. And twist your right arm up to the sky. Let's see if you can get deeper. Bend your left knee. Crawl your right hand towards your left ankle. Internal rotation the whole time. And straighten and twist. And bend. Internal rotation. Bend the left knee. Crawl your right hand towards the left. Straighten and twist. Come down to center. Internal rotation through both legs. Anterior poly tilt, internal rotation through both legs, compress into a little ball. Well, not a ball, but like flattened sandwich. Okay, flattened sandwich. So this is internal rotation of the legs, anterior pelvic tilt. Your hands are, kind of in between your toes or in between your feet. You're trying to compress your hips to your thigh bone, your rib cage. You want your rib cage in an anterior pelvic tilt, your hips in an anterior pelvic tilt. You want your rib cage as close to the thigh bone as you can. Shift the weight to the heels, flex the feet. Use your hands to push forward. Now rock the weight to the toes, lift the heels, but keep compressing the shoulders to the hips. Anterior pelvic tilt, interior rotation, in external and internal rotation of the feet. Rock it back, heels, weight in the heels, flex the toes, push with the hands, collapse into or squish into a sandwich. That means your belly button and your rib cage trying to glue themselves to the thighs. Lift the heels, shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Get more compressed. Get more compressed. Inhale, slowly coming up. We're going to do triangle. Triangle. On the left side, turn the toes forward. Left toes forward, right toe back. So triangle on the left side. External rotation in the left leg, internal rotation of the right leg. That opens up the rib cage. The external rotation in the left leg is what helps you open up your rib cage, your right rib cage. Oh, so much more space. So much more space benched. So we're in side angle. Yeah, same with the legs. Internal rotation on the back leg, external rotation with the front leg really opens this up. Oh. Half moon, shift the weight forward, half moon. External rotation in the left leg. We're reaching our right hand towards that left wrist. External rotation in both legs. External rotation in both legs. Both legs. Inhale, come on up into knee to chest. External rotation in the right leg. So your right knee is into the chest. External rotation into your left leg. Extend the right leg forward. External rotation in the standing leg. External rotation in both legs. Peace fingers to the right foot. Take it to the side. External rotation in both legs. And release. I don't remember what we did here. We'll send the right leg back into a runner's lunge. Windmill the hands down, step it back, and plank, lower down. Down dog. Oh, well, I know what we did. We went to chair. Lower the knees down and sit it back, child's pose. Some water. Oh. All right, come into all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, internal rotation of the left leg. Right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. I'm going to bend the knees, wrap the arms behind the legs. Give yourself a nice big hug. Keep your rib cage onto the thighs as you internally rotate and straighten your legs. And release. Release, release. Folding deeper, inhaling, coming all the way up. And close the pose. Taking a moment here to kind of inventory your body, your hips, the length, the hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back. Lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, internal rotation in the left leg, right leg comes up. Right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge, look up. External rotation in the right leg. Pop the back foot in closer for pyramid pose. Where's my other block? Let me grab my other block. So internal rotation of the right leg, the right leg that's forward. See, my tailbone wants to like waggle to the right. I want to point it straight back. External rotation of the right leg and internal rotation in the back leg, which is your left leg. That points it back. Left hand down, right arm. So we're revolve triangle. Revolve triangle. Oh, we haven't done, we did a lot of other stuff, not this. We did not stretch out our outer right hip. That's what we're doing right now. That's why it feels kind of like, Window the hands down, we're going to go into a standing split. So standing split is the same leg configuration. Right foot, standing leg is externally rotated. Our left leg, which is going to go up into the sky, is internally rotated. So same. We're just going to shift the weight forward. Externally rotation of the right leg, internal rotation of the left leg. Use your hands to push your rib cage towards your right thigh. So you want to lift your left leg internally rotated using the external rotation of your right leg. Keep externally rotating your right leg. It'll feel different. Left knee bends, comes behind the right ankle so that you can have a seated twist. Inhale tall, exhale twist. Twist. Your right leg is internally rotated. You know how we always talk about like stomping on your right foot, making sure it's engaged, the knee pointing up towards the sky? But when it's externally rotated, it's just kind of floppy. So internally rotate the right leg, right? That's actually gonna, what are we trying to do? We're trying to stretch this, the outer right hip. When we activate our internal rotation, that's stretching the external rotators, which is your outer right hip. So when we twist, internal rotation of the legs is going to get you deeper. Oh, and release, release, release. Come forward into low lunge. Oof. Oof. Just kind of rock it out into lizard, because we asked it to do a lot. We're going to tuck our right shoulder underneath. We're going to go to Kundinyasana 2. Flying splits, tuck your right shoulder underneath. This part, we haven't worked a lot on this today. So just kind of weeble wobble yourself in. Tuck your right shoulder under behind your right knee crease. We're going to dome and push, dome and push, dome and push, and come forward. Ooh. And take it out. All right, so try that, flying Kundalini 2. And try that. You notice Kundalini 2, your right leg is externally rotating. Externally rotating. Yeah? Okay. You have your strap. We're going to do Kundalini 2 cross with Bird of Paradise. And they had a baby. I don't know what it would be. So, gonna need a strap. And it will take you maybe a couple tries. So we're basically gonna do Bird of Paradise, some kind of Kundalini 2 on our face, on our belly. So here, we're gonna come into that low lunge, that lizard low lunge. We're gonna tuck our right shoulder underneath. My strap goes around my low back. I'm gonna tuck my shoulder underneath. So I'm gonna bring my arm, right shoulder underneath the right knee. And I'm gonna take the bind, but I need to get on my belly. Oh. So I'm kind of in this Kundalini, but not. See? And my arm is threaded underneath, like where I would normally do Kundalini. And I find the strap. And so essentially this is like Bird of Paradise, but on the ground. But uses we're externally rotating. We're externally rotating my right leg. I'm internally rotating my left leg. And I'm trying to find Bird of Paradise bind on my face, on my belly. Ooh. It took me a couple of tries to understand even like what we were trying to do. So I'm on the left side, front of my body, right? My whole left leg, my left psoas, my left rib cage is on the ground. And my right leg is out. I'm externally rotating. I want active external rotation of the right leg. Oh, and release. Okay. Maybe you got that, maybe you didn't. Goal was to open up our right leg in an external rotation so that we can practice going from down dog to Kundalini 2. And it's like that airplane landing. So we'll start out with the down dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. We're going to float the right leg up to the sky. That's external rotation, right? Internal rotation of the left leg is key, external rotation. Now we're just going to sweep it forward into a high plank. High plank, and we're going to kick our side kick, right? So forward, we're going to side kick, side kick, side kick, side kick, and into chaturanga. Right? So all we're going to do right now is external rotation. We're going to come forward into high plank, and we're going to kick our foot forward. Forward, 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 forward. Okay? Now you keep doing that, and if you keep going into chaturanga, bending the elbows, perhaps you can land your right leg onto your tricep for Kundalini 2. But the key is to go forward. So if we side kick, side kick, side kick, side kick, side kick, and forward. In the Kundalini 2. So let's see how we're doing. So that external rotation. Yeah, there you go, Charlie. Look at that. External rotation into chaturanga and go forward, instead of, yeah, that's it, Anjali. See, you got it, right? So think forward, like the plane landing, right? Like the airplane coming down, it's going to go for landing. It's going to just glide right on top of the lily pad, which is your tricep, right? You can play around with shortening your down dog. Okay, but this is external rotation, internal rotation of the left leg, super strong. Super strong. So you got it. You got it. Whew. I don't remember how we started this. Oh, I know, pyramid. Okay. Other side. Other side. I bet you your standing split's gonna be awesome. All right, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. We're gonna do the other side. Inhale. Oh, where were we? External rotation of the left leg comes up, internal rotation of the right leg. Left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. We're going to come into a pyramid pose. External rotation of the left leg. No, sorry. Yes. External rotation of the left leg, internal rotation. Look what that does to your tailbone. Right? I'm like hanging out, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to now rotate my legs. Oh, look, my tailbone goes back. Straight back. Pyramid pose. Anterior pelvic tilt on the left side. You're reaching forward with the collarbone. Now we're going to come into a revolved triangle. I'm going to take my triangle a little wider. I'm still externally rotating my left leg. That's how I'm getting deeper into my triangle. Lowering my hand down for standing split. Standing split, same. External rotation of the left leg, internal rotation of the right leg as it goes up towards the sky. So it's real, like a lot of time, normally we open up our hip, right, in our standing split. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So internal rotation of the right leg, external rotation of the left leg. Come down for seated twist. Oh. Internal rotation of the left leg gets us to a twist. Okay, where were we? Oh, lizard, come forward. Low lunge, we've done a lot of internal, external, and stretching on this poor little left hip. So rock it out, give it a little breather, coming for a little lizard, a little tuck underneath your left shoulder, tuck underneath your left knee. Just kind of open it out, circle it out. I'm going to get into Kundanyasana 2 before we transition from a down dog to Kundanyasana 2. I'm going to come forward. Kundanyasana 2. That is what is that? External rotation of the left leg, internal rotation of the back leg, which is your right leg. So play around with your Kundanyasana 2, and then when you're ready, oh yeah, there's that. And then we gotta do like bird of paradise on the belly. So if you've done Kundinyasana 2, great. Find your low lunge, strap on the back, on the low back right here. Tuck your left shoulder behind your left knee. And then I just kind of come on down onto my belly. The hardest part is getting my arm out from underneath myself. And then I try to turn my left hip. I try to get my left hip onto the mat, or like the inner hip crease. So I'm trying to twist over to the right to get my left leg down and try to get the bind. So this is my sleeping bird of paradise. And release. Gives me a nice, like, that inner groin stretch. Now we can down doggy to Kundinyasana 2, like land in the airplane. We're gonna land the airplane. So tuck the toes, one-legged down dog. Internal rotation of the right leg, external rotation of the left leg. We're just gonna do a couple of prep ones where we just come forward to plank and side kick, right? So come forward to plank and you're just side kicking. Kick the toes forward as much as you can, right? That's your left oblique. Kick the toes forward as much as you can. All right, now we're going to maybe shorten our dog, go into a chaturanga and land the airplane. Ready? And whoa. Maybe shorten your down dog, Uday. Maybe shorten your down dog so that when you come into chaturanga, your leg has something to land on with your chaturanga. Remember, forward. Think forward. Yeah, forward, forward. You see, you're going down, Uday. You're going down for chaturanga. Try to like glide the plane forward. Yeah. So play with the distance of where you need your down dog to be. Focus on going forward, chaturanga forward. Your leg will come in. Chaturanga forward, chaturanga forward. Because the leg actually can't come, the leg will be able to come more forward when you chaturanga forward, because your whole body weight needs to shift. Because you can do Kundinyasana. I know I've seen you do Kundinyasana, right? So try. Now that was like easy peasy. The next thing you can try, bonus round. Bonus round is to slide down the wall to Kundinyasana, which I've had, well, I don't think I've actually done it without falling on my face yet. But basically I need some socks, some slippery things on my feet. And I have to measure out that the back heel is going to keep pressing onto the wall while I'm in Kundinyasana. Oh, that's not going to work. So my foot, my heel is pressing against the wall. Enough for a distance for a Kundinyasana. And okay. So that's where my hands are gonna go. And so then I'm in like this plunged handstand. And as I slide down, oh, I'm gonna need a strap for this. Okay, where am I measuring? I'm measuring right here. Where's my strap? Here we go. So anytime when you're coming down from a handstand like thing to a bent arm thing and you need some training wheels, that's what the strap is for. I think I'm supposed to go right about here, so we will find out if I crash on my face. Oh, something like that. Something like that. Something like where you slide down and I get into Kundinyasana too. That is training for handstand to Kundinyasana too, which I may not see in my lifetime, but you know, that is like the transition to from handstand like bloop to down to Kundinyasana too. So yeah. All right, how are we doing? Okay. Let's come into down, all fours down dog. Let me get my socks off my feet here. All right. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing doggy. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. External rotation in the right leg. Internal rotation in the left leg. We're keeping this configuration, right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. We're gonna come straight into a standing split. Right, standing split. We're trying to go deeper into our standing splits. External rotation of our right leg, internal rotation of our left leg. Can you lift your left leg up higher by smashing your rib cage more towards your right thigh? More external rotation. I know more muscles are being on right now, and your hamstrings are probably getting good stretch. Bend the right knee, lower the right leg down. Ooh. Opening up that inner thigh or the psoas. We're going to sit it back to hero's pose, one-legged hero's pose here. And forward fold. Notice if your hamstrings are a little bit more open. I'm going to swing this left foot around. So we're going to head to knee pose. Or we've done a lot of external rotation, internal rotation. Maybe we can take this to half lotus. Oh my God, dog. My dog's whining. Maybe you can take it to half lotus and forward fold. Right, so lotus is what? It's requiring a lot of external rotation. Oh, come on, dog. Come on. So lotus is external rotation, which requires your internal rotators to be open. Kind of the way it works. Oh. Notice if you can find, right, that left side body opening. Find your right pinky toe. All right, let's switch sides. How did we get here? Oh, we got here from standing split. So let's come into a low lunge on the left side. And we'll go pop right into a standing split, external rotation on the left leg, internal rotation of the right leg, coming into a standing split. Try to get deeper into your standing split. Smashing your left rib cage onto your left thigh bone, more external rotation. Get your leg up higher. Oh. Come down and have a seat. We're sitting back to half hero's pose. Oh. Find the outside edge of your left pinky toe, so we're stretching out and opening that right side body. We're also getting the hamstrings in a slightly different angle. And then come forward to half lotus. See, this side's tighter. My right side is tighter. My right side on the back. Oh, and release. Release. Okay. Wide-legged, seated, forward fold. Right? External rotation gets the kneecaps pointed up towards the sky. Right? Lots of external rotation here. We've done a lot of this. So external rotation, anterior pelvic tilt, reaching forward. Right. A lot of external rotation here. A lot of compressing into a sandwich. Now, if you so desire, if you want to try straddling into a handstand, assisted straddle into a handstand, your internal and external rotators are like really open and really protected. So there's a couple ways that you can come here and do just a wide-legged forward fold and just rock, right? But what you don't want to do is you don't want to do this, right? Because the goal is to get the shoulders and the hips closer together. This just means I move like 2 steps forward with my hips and 2 steps forward with my shoulders, and I don't get any more compression. So that's why I like the rocking, because then I get more compressed, and I like coming onto my toes, because if you notice, like my hips are coming more over my shoulders. So I have a shot at like just pressing into, I don't know if you can see my feet, probably not, but just like lifting and pressing and getting a little bit of air, which is more than, normally I was just like falling on my face. Other thing you can try, I'm looking at you, Uday, you probably try this, is you can start your feet onto a block on each foot. You can put a bolster or pillow here. And so you can use gravity, because like you're going to tumble up the wall. Right, so if you can see, I've got 2 blocks, 1 on each side. Got my straddle. I'm a little bit more elevated, so that helps me tumble forward and up. Right, so I can go right and tumble straight up the wall. Right. Or you can start up and roll yourself slowly down to try to like slow down your roll down. So those are all like really great options. Or you can just hang out on your back in a straddle or child's pose. Right, if you've got blocks or a pillow, right, and just kind of let gravity roll yourself up the wall today. Right, just roll yourself up the wall. It's a lot of compression. The focus is actually to smash your back up the wall. So use your low belly. Use your low belly and just compress. The key is to get the hips over the shoulders, and then everything else will roll. So if you have blocks, you can put on your feet to help you elevate. In the beginning, you might need a little hop to get out of the gravity well, but over time, remember the goal is just to compress into a sandwich. That's the goal. You use your low belly muscles to compress into a sandwich. You use all these muscles to compress into a sandwich. Because at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is we just need to get the hips over the shoulders and everything. That's just it. That's where all the strength is to get the hips over the shoulders. And that's it. Oh, I've never done that before. No blocks. Once you get the hips over the shoulders, then there you go, Dave. That's it. Right? That's it. You can feel it. You can like I think 2 years ago, I was like, I don't understand how you want me to like defy gravity. Because like there's no way I have the strength. It just feels impossible. There you go. So yeah, you're getting low belly. Really think low belly smashes into the spine. So think compress. Think external rotation of the hips and compress. Yeah, that's it. That's the idea, right? Because what happens is when you get your hips over your shoulders, it's almost like you become lighter, because you are, right? I mean, if you think about the force that it requires, right? Your lever, right? Like, so physics here, if your fulcrum, right, and what you have left, this distance times whatever is going to increase the force that you need to like lift it. Look, he's just hanging on upside down. He's just hanging out there, right? So if you decrease the lever arm, the distance of the lever arm, then you require less force to pop yourself back up. So it's not that, I mean, yes, we're going to get stronger, but the ability to do this isn't like, oh, I'm actually going to, instead of having a force of like 50 whatever units, I'm going to get stronger, but also the force that is required to lift is going to be a lot less because you're decreasing the lever distance. And you do that by like, right, so this is a person, here's my hips. Oh no, here's my shoulders and here's my hips. If my shoulders are here and my hips are here, then the lever distance to like is greater, right? So what we're doing is trying to close this distance. So the more you get your hips over your shoulders, the lever distance is smaller, therefore you require less force. Therefore, Uday, I think you feel lighter, right? Like you feel like, oh, I feel much lighter. Yeah, you're getting a little bit stronger, but not like 50 pounds, 50 times stronger. But you feel lighter because you're just closing the distance. So, and we're talking like a matter of like inches for everyone. Like we're just talking about the matter of inches to like squish into a sandwich. And then like Uday, I think you're starting to feel the fact that, oh, I maybe can't do it today, but I feel it within reach. I feel it within grasp, because like, it's like magic. It's like, oh, all of a sudden you become light as a feather. I've only done it once where I jumped from plank to crow, where I literally felt like I was floating, right? Like you see these people like float and just like magically land. I felt that once. I have no idea how to do it again, but it was just pure, like getting that magical alignment. And it was like slow motion. I didn't get automatically stronger. It was just the alignment was so perfect that I could like slow everything down. And I've only felt it once because I'm too scared, right? I'm like too scared to like, right? But in order to find it's more forward than I'm willing to go because I'm scared of flopping on my face. But like it's a magical alignment and less about strength. So how did it feel, Uday? Felt good? Yeah? Yeah, okay. All right, let's bring it down onto the back, hug your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. Let's take it in happy baby. We've done a lot of groin opening, a lot of internal, external. So it's a lot of muscles that are attaching to the hip that we have awoke. Take the toes and straighten out your legs, and maybe, right, we've done a lot of, maybe you can get a little bit wider now. Maybe you have more strength on your external, you're more aware of your external rotator muscles. And then maybe we take reclined butterfly. Hey, that's not nice. No, stop it. You're putting germs on my face.
Mommy.
We're not done yet. And when you're ready, slowly roll on up.
Mommy.
Yes. Come into seated, root your sit bones into the earth. Inhaling, arms up over your head.
Mama, but Daddy said you would be done.
I know, I'm almost done. You came out at just the right time, honey. Why are you crying? We're almost done. We're done. And bowing forward, namaste. Now it's your turn, Kiona.